I'm Key, a credit card, points and miles enthusiast and travel lover. On my channel, I discuss the mistakes I've made, my future travel goals, and overall credit journey since 2016. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Based on total assets, American Express is a top 20 bank in the United States of America. In fact, they rank number 16 after many of the folks that you may be familiar with, Bank of America, as well as, of course, number one, king or queen, JP Morgan Chase. My YouTube channel focuses on utilizing credit card rewards programs to help me travel at least one time per month, but really just to fill my thirst for wanderlust and just adventures. I'm today joined by my fellow YouTuber, Points with Phillip, where I think he also has a similar goal of utilizing credit cards, maximizing rewards. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. And ultimately, we're going to discuss everything that is wrong with American Express. I want to be clear, American Express is obviously doing something right if they're in the top 20. And if you could just search American Express credit cards on YouTube, you're going to find hundreds of pages of videos. So without further ado, let me bring Points with Phillip onto the stage and would absolutely love an introduction for those of you that don't know him. Phillip.
Hey friends, what's up? I'm so glad to be here with my good friend Key. And Key, I gotta say, there's a lot of my cards in this little wallet thingy that are here because of you. So I'm so glad that I get a chance to come on your channel.
Thank you, and I'm sorry that I've costed you money already.
Yeah, but more importantly, you're saving me money, which is even better. So
awesome. Well, for those of you that don't know you, we've done I think one or two streams together thus far. Mm-hmm. Would you mind introducing yourself for the folks that are maybe not seeing you on my channel? And I'll do the same because I know we're streaming to your channel as well.
That's right. Yeah, definitely. So thanks so much for being here. I'm Points with Phillip. I have been actually going since March 1st was my first actual upload day. And that it's crazy. I haven't even a year into it. I just hit 3,900 subscribers, but basically, I absolutely love dominating the points and miles space. And, I've saved tens of thousands of dollars so far, even this year, just off of using points and miles. And I really love talking about how to travel, how to earn the points, how to spend the points, things like that. So if you are excited about travel and you want to travel for less, then you've hit the right place.
Amazing. And thank you for that introduction. I'm going to do the same thing as well. My name is Key. I run the YouTube channel that you may be joining from called Kiki Adventures. Really, the point of my channel is to document my own personal travel journeys, utilizing credit card, points, miles, and just award programs holistically, whether those are credit card, car washes, which I'll talk about here in a second before we dive in, or just anything. I've had the privilege of being able to take at least a trip per month for the past few years, primarily using credit card points. So I am really excited to share that Phillip and I'm throwing him under the bus here. We're going to do a quarterly series where we talk about, topics like this, everything wrong with American Express or what have you. So buckle up. But while we're here, we got a number of people here. What is your favorite thing about American Express? Put it in the chat because I don't want this to be all negative, right? We're definitely going to turn this a little bit negative, but all in good fun, right? Obviously, we love American Express. So, first question for you, Phillip. How many American Express cards do you have?
Currently 10, actually. So,
that's amazing.
Yeah. For some reason, I'm not special like Sledge is, and they'll only give me 5 credit cards, actual credit cards.
Okay.
So right now, that's the Blue Business Cash, which I'm actually about to sacrifice on Monday, and then the Blue Business Plus, and then the Delta Business Gold, and then the Hilton Honors and Hilton Aspire. So, and then of course I got
Amex.
Yeah.
And then I got the charge cards.
Yeah, definitely. So I got the Business Gold, the Gold, 2 Business Platinums, and a Platinum.
Wow. Okay. All right. Yeah. I'll give you a second to tabulate how much you think you're paying in annual fees in that 10 card collection. Right behind you, I have 9 cards with American Express. I have 3 Business Platinum credit cards. I have a Blue Business Plus, a Hilton Aspire, the Marriott Bonvoy Brilliant, the Delta Reserve, the Delta Platinum, and of course, the Bonvoy business card as well. So I have 6 credit cards, 3 charge cards, and if you did check out my video right before this, you'll understand I just kicked to the curb two American Express business gold cards. So before this video,
Wow.
before this live stream, we were talking some crazy fees. Some
Yeah.
crazy.
Crazy fees. Yeah. 4,085 just on Amex cards. And I have a lot more other cards. So yeah. But those platinum cards, it's kind of a weird way to look at it because I counted the 895, but
Yeah.
my first business platinum was the 695, and I'm going to kill that once it comes due in April. And then I just got a recent one for 895, and then my personal platinum I got for 695 last year. So
Okay.
but if I paid them all this year, it would be $4,085.
Oof. Okay. I think because I'm not sure how much is the Marriott the Bonvoy business card. Do you know? Is that $95?
I think it's 95. I'm
Okay.
not
All right.
100% on that, but yeah.
So with that, I'm right behind you. I just tabulated. I also use $895 for those business platinums.
Yeah.
Be clearing, I have not paid that yet. I'm still under the
Right.
old fee, but I know it's coming. I'm just counting down my minutes here. But
Yeah.
if I include the $895 times 3, I'm at $4,980 with just American Express. And
That's a
similar
lot.
to Phillip, this is how I keep my cards right
Oh, there
here
you go.
in this travel box. So yeah, $4,000 worth just on one bank. So
I think you might actually hit over 5,000 because Boxer is saying the Bonvoy business is 135.
135. Okay, so
Yeah.
all right, $5,000. I don't want to say it again. So you do the math on your own. You do the math on your own.
Right. Now we get to count up how much that saved us every year.
Yeah, exactly. We got to do that somehow. I don't know there's just so many little things, and I think that's what we'll talk about as we eventually transition into. I got 2 more questions for you, and would love to hear what questions you have. But
Definitely.
How many American Express membership rewards points you have? And if you're new to credit cards, American Express, of course, they have cards like the Hilton, the Delta. When I talk about American Express, and when we talk about American Express membership rewards, we're talking about the points that the core credit cards or charge cards from Amex. So like the gold, the green, on the business side, same varieties, etc. So that earns membership rewards. How many points you got?
So right now, 485,000, which is actually, it's kind of crazy. So I went ham this past year.
Okay.
And the reason why is because I'm planning a trip with us, Jen and I, another couple, and then our kids, and then we're actually bringing someone to come with us to help babysit them. And so basically we're trying to figure out how to get there with points. And I just wanted to flood the zone, get as many points as possible. Right. And I actually, this 485,000 is what's left after I made all the bookings. So I'm going to need some help actually spending all that. But just down the pike, actually, I have, I already have the business platinum. I haven't earned that sign up bonus, which was a targeted 250,000 point offer. And in the next week or two, actually, when we actually get Wells, we have to pay like 25,000 somewhere in there. And so that's going to go on that card, and I'm going to get roughly 300,000 more points in the next couple of weeks. So
amazing. So similar boat to you, I'm in a place where I have so many American Express membership rewards points. I recently got that's why I have 3 business platinum cards. I got an offer for 300,000 points. So in my account right now, I have 550,995. So that's inclusive of that bonus that I just kind of reaped in here pretty recently. But ultimately, I keep saying like I have to stop traveling this year, but like to me, if I'm gonna do that, I may have to cash out points because I don't think it makes sense for me to just wait for a devaluation until using these points. So 500,000 points, close to 500,000 points. I think we both have some work to do, but I don't think I can travel too much this year, which is kind of a bummer. But we'll see. I'm already 4 flights in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I have one more question, but I don't want to get too far behind on the chat. DWH702. Thank you so much. I just started my channel membership, and I got to do a plug. I'm in sales now, so I'm trying to get with it. But just started my channel membership. What you can expect on my channel membership is 1, you get access to videos well in advance before everyone else. Number 2, you get a little bit more behind the scenes with Key. So what I mean by that, when I'm in hotels, when I'm in flights, I'm going to take some videos. I'm going to share those with you. I personally hate telling people where I'm going to be, but I'm going to get uncomfortable being uncomfortable here this year. So, or excuse me, get comfortable being uncomfortable this year, and
There
kind
you
of
go.
just share that a little bit more. And then just so much more information as well. There's some custom emojis and all that fun stuff. But Philip, tell me about your membership because I know you have one also.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm kind of in a weird transition stage where I'm working on another project that I'm going to be rolling out soon. But right now, my membership has three tiers. The highest tier is just if you feel like giving me more money, please do so. The middle tier is that tier where you essentially you get the videos before you get the videos when I upload them and not when they're scheduled. And then the bottom tier just has access to the members only videos. And kind of I've been trying to trend in a direction where this is more towards my members only videos are going to be, this is the value that I've seen and that I've been able to get, and then like this is how I've made it happen. So if you're interested in basically trying to figure out how you can maximize your points and your miles in certain key areas, these membership videos are kind of crafted hopefully to be able to help you. And so like a couple of videos that I've done where I talked about British Airways Avios and what I've been able to do with those. And then I've also talked about Virgin and what I've been able to do with those. I think I also talked about my last one was Virgin Hotels because there's actually some interesting things going on there. And so I really like to talk about kind of the end game of the points and miles space where, you earn it, that's what we love to talk about. But how do you actually make those point redemptions happen?
Okay. Okay. I love it. I love it. So don't be shy. If you're here, you're not joined either Phillip's membership or mine, and you would like to just contribute to this hobby, right? Because it does take a lot to make these videos. It does take a lot to come up with content that's just not like, hey, this card offers X% back, and you can just read that yourself. I'm more than happy to do that for you if you don't have the time to read it, but want to get a little bit side of the box, press the limits a little bit. But Juan Garcia, welcome. Hello. Sleepy Rod, what's going on? Also, Sleepy Rod, are you in the CIA? What happened to your picture? I don't know what happened to your picture. I'm going to run through these comments and grab your popcorn, fill up your drink, whether it's whiskey, tequila, water, whatever you're drinking. Grab your stuff. At 1:20-ish, we're going to get started with everything that is wrong with American Express. So just want to make sure you're geared up. And if you're driving, please be careful. All right, here we go. Jimmy Duff, what's going on? Boxer, hello.
Welcome, Boxer.
There is Source King, wonderful name, and it is the Olympics, so I'll definitely be watching. It looks like this is Sweden, right? I think this is Sweden's flag, if I'm not mistaken. I'm definitely gonna be watching the Olympics, but I'm cheering for Team USA, baby. But I'll be watching. Says nothing wrong with American Express. Amex is perfect.
Hot take.
Hot take. If Amex was perfect, wouldn't they be number one in the US?
That's true.
They're 16. So,
well, I got to say, so Chase is number one, but Amex offers a high yield savings account. So, maybe they are perfect. Who knows?
Do they have mortgages? All right, here we go. All right. Another thing wrong with Amex, the business screen, the end. Okay, we'll talk about it. So I shared a couple of things last night with Phillip. I was in the airport. I was kind of just typing away to Phillip, like a couple things that crossed my mind. On the flight, I had a couple more things while I was watching Indiana University absolutely destroy that team last night. Like that was
that was brutal. I didn't think it was going to be that crazy, but oof.
Especially watching the game before or the night before. That was like what I want from a college football playoff game. Neck and neck, come down to 8 seconds or something like that.
Yeah.
I love that stuff.
We've had some really good playoff games this year.
Okay, Dem, you're speaking my language. First of all, I'm so happy that you are in Mexico. Second, I love tequila. So what kind of tequila, if you know, but also shout out to you. Cheers.
There you go.
Dem, okay. Lenora Wade, hello.
Thanks so much for being here.
Boxer, okay, no, skipping some of these. All right. Okay, Ricky Knight loves the ease of use in the portal. And y'all, I'm drinking water. I just can't talk. So I'll figure it out here in a minute. But love the ease of use in the Amex portal. I don't think I've ever heard anyone say that. So thank you, Ricky.
Well, so I actually have an anecdote if I could share.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So, okay. So my buddy and I, so we are doing this thing where like he's got his points, I've got my points. And so like I'll make a booking and I'm like, this is the booking you should make. Right. And so I recently used my FHR on 3 cards. So I had the personal platinum and 2 business platinums. And basically I used them for a night at the Kimpton in Edinburgh for
Hmm.
each one. So I just made 3 separate bookings. And it turned out that after the end of the day, when he was sharing screenshots with me, we discovered that he had actually made the last night was actually skipped a night. And so he actually done the non-refundable booking, which I did the refundable booking.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, well, what are we going to do? So we actually called Amex Travel and they were like, oh, yeah, no problem. They actually moved him to the appropriate day and actually ended up being cheaper. So they gave him a credit of like $15 or something like that.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, I honestly was not expecting that, but he said that he had actually a really solid experience dealing with Amex Travel. So
Great
looks
customer
good so
service
far.
there. Great customer
Yeah.
service. Love to hear that. Okay. And yeah, I'm not going to dig them on that front. When I'm ready. Okay. I don't know what's going on there. My favorite thing about Amex, and this is from Oscar 53955. My favorite thing about Amex is how easy it is to earn points, even beyond and subs is sign up bonuses, even for low spenders. If you know, you know.
Yep.
I don't know.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I don't know what the last part means, but yeah, yeah, you're absolutely right. I don't know. I don't think I know. I don't think I know.
I think it has something to do with the business gold special categories.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I don't have time for all that games. Uh,
Yeah.
Sleepy Rod. Yeah, I'm gonna skip it because you're absolutely right. I don't even want to read this one, but you're right. um, Chad, what is going on? Happy belated birthday! And
Oh, wow.
you have
Happy
a live
birthday.
stream at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we're gonna try. Y'all know I get a little wordy. We're gonna try to wrap this thing up right before 2, if we can, and then we're all gonna go to Chad's channel and check that out.
Absolutely.
All right. Dang. 6 Amex cards just in 2025. That is crazy.
Actually, I
That's
want to
crazy.
talk about that a little bit.
Okay, go ahead.
The business plus. So I got I got an email, I got a mailer probably June or July for another business plus for 75,000 points.
Mhm.
And I didn't actually apply for it because I had 5 credit cards and I was thinking, oh, but apparently if they send you that email or that mailer, that might actually push you beyond that 5 credit card limit. Has that
Mhm.
been something you've heard? Okay. So I should have had 75,000 more points.
Here's the thing. I don't believe in rules. To some
There you
degree,
go.
right? I do. But like what in the
Yeah.
credit cards and then this rewards program thing, like, oh, you're only limited to one account. Like you're gonna have to tell me or you're gonna have to decline me before I just take that word. So
I get that.
I don't
Yeah.
proactively cancel cards. Like I'm gonna say I'm gonna apply for the Delta card, and if they give it to me, great. That's number 6 or 7. Sounds great to me. And just keep letting it roll. So,
There you go.
so I recommend try it out. I mean, if you want to see if that mailer does work, try it out. But when in doubt, they're gonna call you, or you can call them and say, "Hey, I'd like to cancel this card and shift that credit limit
Yeah,
over to, the card mailer that you got." But I
that's
don't know,
true. Yeah.
push the rules a little bit. That's what I would recommend. Okay, we got 2 more minutes. Lots of comments. Love it. Thank y'all so much for the activity today. Usable, lots of usable credit. So Jimmy Duff saying the Resi credit is very usable. DoorDash, hotel credit, Lululemon, and lounge access. Okay, okay. James V, channel member, dropping the Propel card. Special offer, 10K for 200,000.
Is this for
Is
the
that?
business gold? Probably.
Oh, okay, okay. I was like, an Amex offer? I was like, let me go add that. Okay. Walmart Plus is sleeper. I actually just canceled Walmart Plus. Now
Really?
this is a
Wow.
pregame show. Yeah, because I had it on the 2 American Express Business Gold cards. So I had one that
Oh,
was
yeah.
paying for Walmart Plus, giving me Peacock, one that was giving me Walmart Plus plus Paramount Plus, and
Nice.
they both got to go. They had to go. Annual fee came up, and I'm hoping for a mailer. Like, don't be shy on the mailers. If anyone is
Oh,
watching
yeah.
from Amex, like, send them my way.
Can we just say how grateful I am for Amex business cards and how much marketing money they have? Like they throwing hundreds of thousands of points. It's crazy.
Exactly, exactly. Wow, big ballin', big ballin'. I'm gonna skip ahead. I'm gonna come back to this comment because Jimmy Duff just dropped a super chat. Let me go ahead and find that and
Absolutely.
pull that up on the screen. Jimmy Duff,
Good job, man.
thank you for your
Thank you.
contribution. Thank you for even just joining the channel and or the live stream and just contributing in that fashion as well.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Let me go back up. Oh, I might have to fly through this. We got about 60 seconds before we got to start with our first thing we dislike. Oh, actually, people are already starting. And Ian, I love Ian so much. You're full YouTuber now. You got lights in the background. I see you.
Oh, and they change color too.
Yeah, I see you. Phillip's hue. Phillip is using Phillip's hue. I see it.
That's right. Yeah.
I see you. All right. Let's transition a little bit with what's not in any order, right? Ooh, I like the green. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about, and these are in no order, at least mine aren't. What's the first thing that you think American Express does wrong?
The first thing
or
is
anything on your list, but this is
all right.
Initial.
Yeah, definitely. So I'll go something that I don't like right now, just off the bat. That something happened to me. So I'm trying to train Amex about what kind of offers on Amex actually work for me. And so whenever I see an offer that where it's like spend $50, get 5,000 or 10,000 Amex membership reward points, or even sometimes they'll have a Macy's offer where it's 5x extra membership reward points per dollar at Macy's. Whenever I see those kind of come up, I try to be like, yeah, those are the ones that work on me. And the most recent one was for Pete's, and I can use it up to 5 times if I spend $50 or more at Pete's coffee.
Pete's coffee.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I get 5,000 MR points on top of everything, and I'm just like,
ooh.
Like, here's the thing: I have a store. Like, I'm good on coffee, but do I want to get a little bit more?
Okay.
But yeah, those offers they can push you to spend a little bit more.
Okay, with you. I'm with you there. My initial thing that we're going to talk about today is just we do credit card videos, right? And the hope is you'll maybe want to, you like us, you trust us enough to use our referral links, because there is not a huge payment with just making YouTube videos, right? So,
right.
Or at least my YouTube videos. But the first thing that I think American Express does wrong is that you don't provide the right offer to people. Like, if people do a normal Google search, right? Like, the hope is people use my referral link, so they don't even need to search around. I'm going to put it out there for you to leverage. But in order, I want you to get the best possible offer. If I don't have that, I'm going to share that. But unfortunately, when I'm like, oh, the American Express Platinum card is amazing, or the gold card, I hate the gold card, but whatever card it is, and you're like, okay, perfect, I trust you, but I don't like you enough to use my referral link. I'm going to go to Google and search it. When you search it, sometimes that offer is horrible, absolutely horrible. You got to go incognito mode. You got to go from Safari to Google Chrome to Arc to whatever else people are using on their phones for internet, just to try and find the right offer, the highest offer that's available for that card.
Yeah.
So I absolutely do not like that at all. I think it's very to say their customer service and satisfaction rating is so high. This is something that really bothers me. I think they should kind of eat away at that score, but that's just not me.
I agree with that. And I was actually just thinking about that because I did a video about a Chase card yesterday with the Marriott Boundless card. And what was surprising to me is that, the referral links, they have 5 free night awards right now. But I looked on their website to see what the public offer was, and it was 3 nights. Mm-hmm. And I was like, wow, that seems like that should be, I guess, a little backward. I don't know. It just feels like, but anyway, so sometimes a referral link works better. But yeah, no, Amex's style of the offer is whatever it's going to be until we decide how much we actually like you is frustrating for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's very frustrating. I'm going to pull up Oscar 53955 here. Things that this person dislikes about Amex: the up to language. The Delta excise tax, or whatever they call that scam. So we'll talk about that in a minute. I know at least one of those things is on my list. So I'll go ahead and say my next thing. My next one is you need to bring out a calculator in order to use Amex. Not only just to calculate annual fees, right? We just did that. But also, when you're getting started, I think beginner, medium, and advanced is you use portals like Priceline, you use portals like American Express, etc. That's beginner, getting your feet wet, right? Love that. Moderate to I'm starting to get proficiency, right? I'm starting there. And that's transferring out your points. So taking American Express membership rewards, transferring them into a British Airways Avios,
a JetBlue True Blue, a Hilton Honor, Hilton, whatever. What do they have? I don't
Hilton
even know
honors
what
points.
Okay,
Yeah.
Hilton Honors points. I was like, I don't know. I'll say Hilton. Marriott Bonvoy points, whatever that case is. You need a calculator because any US based airline, they are going to charge you 6 cents. I don't know if they're going to change this because of the penny thing. I don't know what's going on, but they charge you 6 cents per point that you transfer to a JetBlue, to a Delta. I'm forgetting another US based airline that they have, to another one, but anything that is US based,
yeah,
they are charging you 6 cents in addition to annual fees
right.
to transfer
Yeah.
those points out. So absolutely ridiculous. And that's what it's called, the excise tax. So just bringing up Oscar's comment one more time, that I think is a bit of a scam because Wells Fargo's not doing that.
Nope.
Bank of America's not doing that.
Nobody
Chase
else does. That's the
doing
thing.
that.
Like nobody else does.
HSBC, and that's not a great bank. They don't do that. So I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. So to call it a scam, I don't know. That's a bit of a stretch, but no one else is doing it. Why are they doing it?
Right. And the thing that's also can be frustrating is the easy way to get around that, right, is transfer. Like if you're looking for that Delta flight, transfer it to Virgin or Air France and then check their award partners. But the problem is sometimes your schedule doesn't line up with award space, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if that flight isn't available on any other partners, sometimes you have to make that Delta transfer.
Exactly right. And sometimes, right, if you are starting in that beginner phase, like you might check the American Express travel portal and it's like they want, I don't know, 40,000 Delta Sky or Amex points for that same Delta flight that may be charging 7,000 for a one-way or a round trip. Because I've seen some cool Delta Sky Miles deals.
There definitely can be, yeah. Especially if you have a card and you're willing to fly earlier in the day. Like I've been able to get Delta first class for like 20,000 points each seat.
Wow.
You know,
okay. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So what's your next thing that you have that American Express is doing wrong?
Yeah, definitely. So I absolutely hate how difficult it is to actually cash out your points because Amex is so. I've actually done a fair amount of cashing out points, and that's just because, like, I think this microphone I use to cash out some points with to pay for and stuff like that. And if you want to cash out just a regular, if all I have is the gold card and I want to cash out those points, it's 0.6 cents per point. You know, what is it? 10,000 points get you $60. Mm-hmm. It's crazy. It's stupid. And if you want a better cash out rate, you have to have the business platinum card and the business checking account for 1 cent per point. And if you want 1.1 cent per point, you can get the Charles Schwab platinum. But again, you know, if you're getting another card, $895 just to save 40% off of the cash redemptions, like I don't know if that's worth it. So yeah, they really make it hard to get that cash value. So you have to be travel heavy if you're doing Amex.
Completely agree. I'm going to stick on the same theme and then we'll go right back to the questions and the commentary. So if you have questions on anything we've talked about, if it's confusing on anything we've talked about, go ahead and drop it. If you don't have questions, drop what you don't like about American Express, because that's what we're talking about today. So Phillip just said we're still leaving the calculator out because you got to do a whole bunch of math. You got to determine if paying annual fees is worth it to get cash back at a normal rate. Crazy. I'm saying leave the calculator out as well. If you're advanced and you're transferring points out to airlines, American Express does not have every transfer partner being a one-to-one transfer. So
that's right.
I often find myself, I'm pretty good at math. Like I would say I'm above average at math. And I'm still like, okay, 5 to 4 on 100,000 point transfer. Like, what are we doing? Can we get a calculator on there? Can we negotiate one-to-one on everything or just get rid of it? I don't want to see it. If it's not 1-for-1 or better, so meaning 2-to-1, 3-to-1, 4-to-1, I don't want to see it on the portal. I don't even care if it's no name airline that travels to, I don't know, the Olympic Games in February. Like, I don't care. If it's not 1-to-1, do not put it on the portal for me. That's a hot take probably, but
I will say that, yeah. No, the JetBlue, I actually transferred some Amex points to JetBlue to make a point redemption once, but I was like, One good thing about this, though, well, it's not a good thing, but it's like it's a way to get around that whole confusion. Is that if you're using like Points Yeah or Seatsaw Arrow, a lot of the times when they actually teach you, they show you like how to transfer your points. So it's like it'll tell you this flight will be 12,000 Chase points or 15,000 Amex points for JetBlue or something like that. And so like that's a good way to kind of think about it. But and then you can actually see like, oh wow, this is actually costing me more points to use Amex than and to be clear, nobody should ever transfer Capital One points to JetBlue. That's just don't ever do it. Yeah. That's just lighting money on fire at that point.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we have a question. I'm considering jumping, and this is Boxer EXP. I'm considering jumping from the personal American Express Gold Card to the business Gold Card. I'll lose the usable credits on the personal Gold, but it will open up more value. What do you think about that, Phillip?
So I have both, and I think you might actually too.
I haven't had a Gold Card in a long time, but we'll talk about
okay.
it. Yeah,
All right. So I think it makes sense if a couple of things are true, right? So if you're someone who isn't spending that much on dining, at least on your personal Gold Card, or not dining, restaurant, grocery stores, on your personal Gold Card, then yeah, like you're not getting that one benefit because your business Gold can do 4x plus dining plus a bunch of other things. The other thing would be, is it possible for you to get a lot of value out of that business credit, the $20 every month? I do it mostly through Grubhub, but if you just go and go to Office Max or whatever, some other office supply store, they have a lot of things that fit under things that regular people might need that might actually go towards that credit as well. So if you can use that credit pretty well, that's great. If you're not spending that much on grocery stores on your Gold Card, I'd say then that's good too. But honestly, like as someone who really loves Walmart Plus, like we don't do like food delivery that much there, but we'll like if our drinks and our like toilet paper, paper towels, things like that, like stuff that we need to buy on a weekly or maybe every other week basis, we do that through Walmart Plus, and it comes to our door every Sunday morning. Love it. It's an amazing thing. So if you get value from either of those things, I'd say that's a big thing. But also, like if you're doing a lot of spend in say like gas or even if you're like advertising or something, this is a no-brainer because that cap on that card is so huge that most people probably won't hit it with just normal spend.
Okay. I love that. I'll go ahead and take a shot at it as well. I have not had a personal Gold Card, I don't think, since 2019. So my perspective may be a bit jaded. I was upset because that card, the Gold Card, used to go from no fee in the first year to I think $195 or $175. And now today, 2026, it's $325. Yep. And it's added stuff, of course, right? People are going to say, what about the effective annual fee? I don't drink coffee, so I don't care that I can like I just have a natural energy. So like I don't need.
Wait, you're not addicted to Dunkin'? You're in the Northeast.
I am. Man, I could probably throw a rock. I'm a softball player, but I can throw a rock to the Dunkins. I could probably hit like 6 Dunkins if just standing in my front yard. So I'm good with Dunkin'. I don't need additional Resi credits. I don't even know what else it offers. I'm single. Like I live here by myself. Like I don't need extra money on groceries. Like one extra point compared to like a City Strata Premier or some of these other cards. Like. Is not moving to me, especially when American Express is giving out their membership rewards points at the blink of an eye. Until they stop that, maybe I'll consider a personal Gold. Maybe I'll consider a business Gold again. But until they stop handing out points, to me, makes no sense to have that card unless you have a family that is like 4+ members. So a personal Gold at 4+ members. Or if you have a business or you're willing to do whatever, if you know, because I don't know, on the business Gold Card, do what you need to do. But if you're a normal person, I don't think those cards make sense for really anybody. Like I'm not seeing it.
2 other points that I wanted to bring up about the business Gold too is the sign-up bonus quite often comes with a 0% APR for 6 months. So if you do have let's say like this could be perfect if you are starting a business and you need 2 or 3 workstations and you want to go to Dell, buy those workstations for your employees or whatever it is you need, like you can get 4x back and then cash flow that for another couple of months. And like that, honestly, I can see that working very well for businesses.
Okay.
The other thing that's important to note too is the authorized user fee. If you want a pretty sexy actual gold card, it's what, 99 or $95 or something stupid like that. And if I'm looking for my authorized user card, but it's just a plastic white little gold thing, it looks disgusting. I hate it. And I was a cheapskate. I was like, hold the phone. You want me to pay what? And so that's about what my wife got. And so when I told her that I like, oh, spend that on the business gold card, she's like, I don't have a business gold card. I was like, yeah, you do. It's the white one.
Fair. That's fair. Yeah. To most
Yeah.
people, that's crazy. That makes no sense. You would think that's like
Yeah.
a platinum card or like, I don't know what, but
Because they're not getting anything. It's just to look pretty. Like that's literally all it is.
Okay. Gen 512X. The title of this live stream is wild. Amex remains king. The only problem with Amex is that you're capped to 4 or 5 personal cards, in my honest opinion. Well, we just disproved that that's not true. There are so many people that email me that have 8 credit cards plus charge cards with Amex. I personally have, what I say, 6? How many do I have? I think I have 6. I'll go back and count. But like, just because you like people say it's a rule, like, did you try? Are you personally limited to that amount? Because if not, I don't know. But I mean,
that's
we're
true
trying to make
too.
the title wild. We want you to watch. That's why the title is wild.
But also, like, if you do have a significant other, like they have another 5 or 6 limit too. So you know, you can conceivably have 10 Aspire cards if you really want to.
Yep. All right. I'm gonna skip through some of these. Okay, somebody's talking about other points, so we're gonna skip some of these. Appreciate y'all commenting with each other, giving some advice in here. I'd love dining to business gold and toll spend to my business gold.
Yeah.
I'd move. I'd move dining and toll spending to the business gold. Okay. I got it. Okay. Well, it sounds like you might reap a lot of points there then.
Yeah.
And true. That's another thing about American Express. I didn't write this down, but they are one of the few banks, and of course there's exceptions like Chase Freedom Flex, the Discover It, the City Dividend, I don't know, that have capped categories as well, up to whatever 2,500 points. Amex is in that club, y'all, where if you have large spend, right, you would think Amex was like, bring me the money, but they're not. They're like, oh, whoa, $25,000, $5,000, $75,000, and that sounds like a lot, but if you have a family and you're spending on groceries, or if you, I don't know, you work in sales or some of these other fields that you are entertaining people, like $25,000 goes quick at a couple steakhouses and ordering a couple bottles of wine here and there and everywhere. So it sounds like a lot, but it just isn't, like, in the grand scheme of things. So.
And let's say that you have a small business and you're actually doing the advertising spend, right? You can hit that cap pretty easily if you're doing kind of decent numbers, you know?
Yeah. Someone actually emailed me. I won't put them on blast here, but they own a marketing firm. And they said, like, should they be getting the business gold with no annual fee because they are blowing through the cap? Like, they didn't realize there was a cap until, I guess, they were looking at their statement. I don't know, because it's tax time, right?
Oh, yeah.
And they realized that they were only getting 1x on advertising spend because they blew through that probably, like, before the summer, I think is what they said. So, like, that's a lot of spend. So the caps are wild. I didn't write that one down, but let's go ahead. What's the next thing you have that Amex is doing all wrong?
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, I'm definitely having to kind of reframe my travel expectations now that my family is growing, right? And so right now we kind of have it easy. We can still kind of do the lap infant thing where we don't have to buy 3 tickets, but, you know, we kind of do. It's kind of a weird thing. But, you know, a couple years down the road, like, I'm going to have to think about, okay, if my wife and I have Clear and Wells doesn't, does that mean that none of us have Clear? So then I have to figure out, okay, how do I get him to have Clear? And if I right now I have, you know, 2 business platinums, a personal platinum, and an Aspire card that all have Clear on them. So like right now it's not a problem. But if I'm trying to simplify things down the road, I either have to face, okay, me and my wife using Clear means that we're going to have to pay something to use it, or I'm just going to have to figure out how to keep 2 platinums and an Aspire card running, or even just get the green card just for that. But then at that point, is that even worth it? So like I like with the personal or with the platinum cards with the you know, you pay the authorized user fee. they each get their own not clear credit, TSA PreCheck or global entry credit.
Mhm.
It'd be cool if that actually happened for clear too. I understand that probably that cost would go up, but I don't know. It's a weird system to be in if you have like a family.
Okay. But with clear, I think as long as is it 18? As long as you're under 18.
Is it 18? Okay.
Yeah, I think you can go. Let me double check that. But I think they can travel with you. Okay, it is kids under 18 can travel with you in the clear lane. So they don't need their own membership until 18.001 days. So
all right, well, that's 18 years down the road, so I don't care.
So you're good there. But I hear your point there. In fact, like I personally had so many clear credits, I gave them away on my last live stream. Like, so
nice.
I appreciate the emails that are still coming in, but those clear credits went like hotcakes. So hit me up, you know, in January of 2027 if you're trying to get a clear credit. But
yeah. With that said, I love clear, like especially in Orlando, like just the idea
Orlando,
of
you need to have it.
Oh yeah, like just you have your own little private line, and like I love that. Like I don't even like pull out my wallet anymore. I leave it in my backpack because I just scan my boarding pass on my phone. They check my face, and then I just scroll, just go straight through, TSA PreCheck, and I'm like, it's so nice not have to worry about like identifying yourself and stuff like that. It's fun. I love it.
Understood on that point. Understood completely. In my opinion, clear is a must-have going forward because I've had it, right? I don't think I could ever go back to like TSA is fine, right? And the TSA line may look like it's fast, but remember, you got to take all your electronics out. I just got back from a trip. I have basically 3 laptops. So I would have had to take out 3 laptops. They're probably still going to ask me like, why I got all these damn wires in my bag. Like, I'm not doing that with clear. Like, right. So I go through the line, I do my thing. That's it. Boom. So I'm always going to have clear. I'm never doing the concierge or whatever they have over there, but that's enough.
Well, there's an Amex offer that's half off now.
Yeah, I'm still not doing that, Philip. I travel from Providence. You walk from the curb, like from the parking lot. If you park your car to the clear line is like 5 minutes max. And I did this with like a boot on one time. So like, you know what I mean? Like we don't need that. We don't need that.
The only thing I would use it honestly if so like my great grandma, she was trying to go figure out a way to fly, and the key difference was someone to help her get from the car to the gate, because like the airline, once she gets actually to check in, like the airline can kind of help her with wheelchairs and stuff, but like getting to that point means that either someone has to park and take her and hopefully get through security, or we could just pay somebody $50 and they do that. So that could be like, I get that, but no, I'm with you. I could never see a use
the
case
concierge, to your point, definitely has its use cases, but for folks our age, unless you have like 4 kids under 5 or like something like that, that's like, not normal for travel, I would say clear concierge. I would say that's a super premium perk. I know, like that's what I would say that is. Okay.
Totally.
I'm going to go to the next one that I have on my list, and everyone's saying on this chat, Amex is king, Amex is king, Amex is king. Okay, well, if Amex is king, why do they not have a FECTA that other banks have? And what I mean is, you'll see a lot of times on YouTube where people are like, I have the Trace Trifecta, I have the what is it, the City Quadfecta, I don't even know. So this is crazy. All these words that don't even make sense. But there is not a true setup with American Express that allows you the flexibility to go from their premium card, because there is one more card above that, down to a card that has no annual fee. Unlike any other bank, including Wells Fargo, including Citi, including Chase. Amex, where are you at with the 0 fee cards? Like, I would love to say to someone, like, it may make sense to get an Amex Gold. It may make sense to get an Amex Platinum as your first card, but I would feel so guilty if they had a thin profile, that they didn't have student loans or auto loans or mortgages or whatever, and they cancel that card. 10 years down the line, they're going to get hosed. They're going to get absolutely hosed. But that is my biggest thing. There's no true $0 FECTA.
Yeah. And because if you actually want to get all of the things, well, first of all, Amex doesn't really help you out, because if you want to get the City Strata Premier level of things, then you need in order to get all those categories covered, you need a business gold card for gas, you need a gold card for groceries, and then you need a green card for all the travel categories. So like that one card with Citi requires you to get so many cards, including business cards, with American Express, that just like it's crazy that they don't have like there's no like one card you can say, oh, this is the card you should put all your spend on. Like the gold card probably comes closest for most people, but it's still kind of a stretch to recommend, just for like if someone comes to you and like, I want one card that can fix everything I need, like that's not going to be the gold card.
Yeah. Okay. On that same line of thinking, I'm just going to go ahead and throw out another thing just while we're talking about it is there's no 2% card on American Express. And before people, right, I'm behind on the chat. I'm only at 1:14 on the chat, 1:14 p.m. Eastern. So before people come at me in the chat, what I mean by that is, yes, if you're watching this video, you are probably comfortable with getting business cards. But if I told someone, like if they came to me for advice and I was like, hey, just apply for this Blue Business Plus, they'd be like, I don't have business. Like, what?
Yep.
So I hear you, right? I'm with you, but like there is not a true 2% card for most people that are normal in credit cards. Like this is not going to happen. Like people aren't going to.
Totally. And it's funny because it's funny that you mentioned that, because I actually just had a consultation last week where we were talking about, because they were wanting to focus on Amex, and I was like, well, asked about the Blue Business Plus, and they're like, we talked about kind of the ramifications, but even then they were like, I still really would rather not mess with all that. And I get it, because the one thing that is kind of, I think, the nefarious reason why Amex really pushes these business cards is that they have inherently fewer consumer protections, right? If there's a chargeback or something, they don't have to talk to you about it. Most of the time they do, but they don't have to do as much as they have to with the personal cards. And I feel like that may be why they're focusing so much on the business cards, because like they'd rather get that type of spend. But yeah, no, there is some type of risk. I don't know if it's as big as some people make it out to be, but there is definitely a risk there.
That's a good point. Let me mix in some good stuff too, because I like to be positive, but like as I read through my comments, as I look at other creators and what people say in the comments, it is often negative, right? Like, so that's why we titled this to be crazy. Everything wrong with American Express. We both love American Express. We both pay them.
Oh, absolutely. 100%.
A mortgage payment plus to American Express in a year. So Curtis, welcome. I don't think I've seen your name before. Whoa. The Amex Plat is the best if you're a drinker, because the Escape, Plaza Premium, and the Delta Lounges are incredible. Of course, the Centurion as well. But yeah, absolutely. Airport drinks are like $15, $20. Like,
oh yeah.
Even beers are like 10. I'm like, dang. Like y'all acting like you didn't get this keg on discount.
in Chase, when I went to the Sapphire Lounge, they cut me off.
Really?
Yeah. So I ordered a drink from the bar to the table, but I already had a beer at my table from when I got the bar, and they were like, and the guy like, and then so I kept trying to reorder like another beer or another drink, about an hour later, and like it kept airing out. It wouldn't let me do it.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Dang, Chase. Nurkid, how's it going? It's going well over here in Rhode Island. How's it going wherever you're at? And Phillip, how's it in Florida? Florida.
Filmo is here. Filmo's actually here at Animal Kingdom apparently. So.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
We almost actually got him together. We should have had him on this live. Actually, he should have come over.
Yeah. Okay. I'm looking through the comments. I'll get to Filmo. I'm way behind.
He's at 147. So.
Oh yeah, I'm way behind. Okay. I don't know what PWP is. What's PWP?
I don't know.
Okay, I don't know what that
password protected, maybe.
Oh.
I don't know.
Oh, I'll grab a link to the channel, and if you want to do the same, Phillip, drop it in the chat as well to your membership. But it shouldn't be password protected, I don't think. I don't know. If it is, I don't know what the password is.
His device, maybe. I don't know. That is strange.
I'm not saying some of these because my Patriots play tomorrow, so I won't be saying any of these non-Patriot comments, Ian. Yeah, hit the like on my channel. Heck yeah, that's right. And then while you do that, you're probably joining from Phillip's channel, so make sure you hit the like over there too. Awesome. And if you can't put it in the chat, Phillip, just private messages to me, and I'll go ahead and drop it.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Yeah, we'll do.
Let's get caught up here. I actually love the way Amex does cash back. But again, okay. So do you want to explain the cash back? Because I know this is something you mentioned earlier. Do you want to explain how cash back works right now?
Yeah. So, Boxer, I thank you for your comment, but I have to say I disagree with you wholeheartedly. But we can still be friends. It's okay. But so the reason I don't like the cashback, I have the Blue Business Cash, and before that I had the Blue Preferred card, the one that gets 6% back on groceries. And basically, like it comes through, and it basically like it works like most of Amex's other kind of rewards, where you don't get it until after your statement closes. But then for me, like, I was only able to actually access it as a statement credit, which is fine because money's fungible, and it's like $6 back towards my statement credit is the same as, having it deposited in my checking account, but it doesn't feel the same. And it's also harder to save up for like a travel purchase or something like that. So like if I'm like, for example, my Robinhood Gold card, I'm saving all of that because I'm going to put it towards a travel purchase I can't use for points and stuff like that. Whereas like if I have an Amex cashback card, I can't do that unless I put that purchase on that Amex card. And 9 times out of 10, that travel purchase shouldn't go on that card. It should go on a card with either better protections or better multipliers. And so that's kind of what's frustrating like that for me. But it sounds like it works great for whoever commented. I didn't catch the name, but Boxer, yeah. So yeah. I think you might be muted, actually.
Absolutely right. So Dem wants to talk about everything they're doing right. I agree. They do a lot of things right. They're in the top 20 in the US in terms of assets. So
absolutely.
They're absolutely destroying it. Today, we're focusing on everything they're doing wrong. If you would like us to do a video on everything they're doing right, leave us a credit card emoji in the chat, okay? If you want us to do a opposing video saying everything that American Express does right, credit card emoji. All right.
Fun fact, if you are playing cash for a flight, there is no better card to use than the Platinum. So,
Oh, hot take. I would say the Ritz card personally. I would say the Ritz. I like the travel protections, but I live in a place where it snows and the weather is unpredictable.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So
I get you.
Yeah. Okay. This is on my list. So I wish Amex will allow you to combine your membership rewards points with additional people. So this is also on my list. And I said pooling with family takes work. So technically you can, but it takes 90 plus days, and you still may have to go through security verification. Your account may be frozen. I'm not a shutdown. It could be frozen if you have like 16 people in your family or however many players you're trying to add. You could get a potential stop on your account until they verify that, all those people are actually family, because a lot of people do sell their American Express points, unfortunately. So
yeah,
keep that in mind. If you don't want it's not a shutdown. I want to be very clear. It's not a shutdown. It is a freeze. So if you don't want that, then you do have to jump through hoops. Unlike with Chase, as long as you say someone lives at your address, as long as, same with Citi, they do make it a little bit confusing. Capital One is like, if you have anyone's credit card number and you want to give them your points, go ahead. Well, no verification. Go ahead. Just send them. So I completely agree with that one. Pooling points takes 90 days to do, but keep in mind, y'all, you can sometimes even, I won't get into it. Maybe that's members only. You get a members only video.
Are you talking about like the family thing on the airline side or something like that?
Exactly. Yeah. Right. Exactly right. Exactly right. Okay. I'm so behind on this. Who else showers you with points like they do? Again, Dem, if you want us to do a video that everything they do right, we are more than happy to do that. I'm with you though. Absolutely.
I agree with you, Dem.
Yeah. Come on. We love American Express. We wouldn't be paying them $5,000 if we didn't.
I earned 1.2 million points with them last year. I love them.
I cashed out when the what was that called? The Charles Schwab was at 1.25. I maxed out my Roth IRA for 2 years in a row. So I love them, Dem. Like, please don't get confused here. If you decide to get the Morgan Stanley Platinum, will the points from the regular Platinum transfer over, or do you have to downgrade to the green?
Yeah.
Okay, couple things, Ricky. You cannot do a product change from the Morgan Stanley Platinum or the Charles Schwab Platinum to a regular Platinum. Like, that does not exist. You can't do that. But everything else you said is absolutely correct. The points are in one account. They're automatically pooled. There's nothing you need to do. As long as you have another card that earns membership rewards points, you're good to go. You don't need to downgrade or keep a card or anything like that. You're good.
I want to talk about this actually because I've been doing a lot of thinking about the Morgan Stanley Platinum card. So right now my wife is an authorized user on my personal Platinum card, and the reason why we've decided to do that is because first of all, this past year was all about destroying my credit, and it actually hasn't been destroyed. It's still just as high as it was before, but I was just like, I'm going to go ham. We're going to earn as many points as possible on my side. And then if we need you to get one down the road, we're going to preserve that ability. Mm-hmm. But, the reason why I would prefer the Morgan Stanley Plat and then maybe even keep a personal Plat like that I can upgrade, downgrade at is just because she has a very stressful job where she has to do a lot of high level thinking, big decisions, things like that. And so her goal for she is a participant in the credit card game, but she doesn't want to have to exert a lot of mental load past, okay, if it's, which card do I use for this purchase kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
So having a whole other Platinum card for her would be just a little bit too much,
Okay.
And so all those credits and everything, it's not a lot, but it's also kind of a lot sometimes too, right? And so if we're gonna have two, I think I'd rather have she could have the Morgan Stanley authorized user card, and then I can play around with the personal card. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to make it work because that would be fun to do. But yeah, the overarching question is, MR is MR. So as long as you have an MR earning card, I think it's all part of the same pot, right?
Yep, I agree. Yeah. Yep, it is. The acronyms are hilarious. I think this is the Chase Sapphire Reserve business. I've never seen it written like that, but
I think you're right.
For hilarious though. I love it. Background balloon, good to see you. Excellent. Thank you for watching other videos on my channel. Greatly appreciate that.
Thanks, Ian. I appreciate you.
Clear's awesome. Oh, I'm so behind. I'm way behind. Phillip, what do you got on the next thing if you have any more items here for Amex?
Yeah, let's so the one thing that I was just doing, I was just clearing out so I have 2 business platinums and a personal platinum, and I was clearing out all of my credits to United. And the thing that's frustrating about the business platinum is that it earns 1x on those purchases, and it's flight, it's a platinum card, come on. I get you get the 2x multiplier on large purchases, and that's one of the reasons why I have that card, but it's just if you're gonna fly, you should be able to use any platinum card, not just the personal platinum card. That one really just is weird to me, but I know it's a very niche complaint, but still a complaint nonetheless.
Okay, all right, I'm with it. I got a couple more here, and we're coming in on 2 p.m. Eastern. So if I stay true to my word, we could be wrapping up soon. We got a lot of people in here, though. So if the chat is still popping, I'm going to need you to open up both this live stream and Chad Money Minutes live stream, because you got to watch both. Come on now. You got to watch both.
Coworker has the take.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, all good. My next thing that Amex does wrong, I'm going to give Discover some credit here. I don't think anyone's ever said that. I'm going to just go ahead and say, I'm going to give Discover some credit because they have flooded my brain. I don't have YouTube Premium, so I get all the ads. When I'm watching TV, I'm watching football or whatever, all I see is I forget her even name. I don't even know the actress's name, but she is saying I'm going to pay with my Discover card because it's presented 97% of everywhere in the United States.
Yeah, they have a lot of ads.
Where are you at? I go places and it's not accepted. I know I live in Rhode Island, so it's not popping like New York City or some of these other places, but I don't know what the acceptance rate is, but right now I'd feel more comfortable rocking around my Discover card before my Amex card in some scenarios.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Because, if you're not most normal people, they have 1 to maybe 3, 4 credit cards. That's it. We are all abnormal. I love all of you. I'm so appreciative of your time, but we are crazy. If you told someone you have 80, 100, 40, 10 credit cards, they're going to be the brain can't compute that.
Right. Yeah.
So having an American Express card, if you want that to be a 1 to 4 credit card type of thing, you have to have a backup plan. There's no option. There's no option unless you're carrying cash, then fine. But there's no other option. You have to plan ahead. Amex is always having you think ahead. Like I said, the calculator thing before, can't pool points really, but you can. geez, like they don't make it easy. They really, really make it kind of culty, I would say. I would say it's borderline like Team Amex cult, but hot take there. Okay. Another thing I have is, and this one I have 3 more. Unlike Chase, Capital One, Citi, US Bank, and others, there are no physical American Express branches. When you drive around town, you are not going to see an American Express branch. And I think someone said, like, you guys should count profitability instead of assets. Fine, we can do the numbers however you want. But it hinders American Express when you think about some of these other banks that offer a full suite of products: credit cards, mortgages, auto loans, personal, HELOC, I don't even know, business loans, of course, all these other things. Where American Express, they have great credit cards. They have a great savings account, I guess. Is it a checking account? Is it a business checking? It's a checking account.
They have business and personal checking. The personal checking has Zelle now.
Okay. But
yeah,
if you wanted, like, if you're like, I love Amex, Amex ain't going to help you with an auto loan. Where are you going to live at? Amex ain't going to help you with a mortgage. So there's that.
That's true. Which is weird too, because Amex is known for having really good customer service. And you would think that customer service would mean having properties that you can actually go to and talk to, but that's not the case, which is, that is a really strange kind of thing, because we don't think of them as like a fintech company where, like, if I'm banking with Ally, right, I'm not expecting to go talk to them. Where, American Express is somehow kind of one of those more kind of distinguished kind of banks, but they kind of operate the same way.
Yep. Completely agree. All right. I got another thing. Amex, if we just added up all the annual fees on just the personal and the business side of things, it would be crazy, right? Compared to any other bank. There are banks, Capital One is definitely one. I'm sure there's others where basically every card in their lineup does not have foreign transaction fees. Amex, you're charging me an arm and a leg. I need a calculator to make transactions, and you don't have physical branches if I have a question. And, like, right, all the things we talked about. Your cash out rate sucks. And also you're going to charge me foreign transaction fees? No, sir.
Because they're not getting the same interchange rate, so they don't want you using the Blue Business Plus.
That's true. I'm just saying, Discover, no foreign transaction fees. Granted, okay, I probably can't use it. You're right. But I'm just saying.
No, 100%. Yeah. And that's the thing that sucks, is like my travel wallet is like, if I'm going to London, like I'll use my my gold card all day long, right? But if I'm going literally anywhere else, it's got to be the Saver and the Venture X, and it's just crazy how Capital One is kind of that's one of the reasons why they're so relevant, is because you can't mess up if you're traveling with Capital One, because they're good at like figuring out fraud, right? Like if they suspect it's fraud, they text you, you respond as long as you have the right SIM card and everything. Everything's good. They're the only ones that I haven't really had any trouble with. Like they won't even let you, like, you can't tell them that you're traveling because they don't care. Like,
I agree. That leads me to I'm in sales, right? I'm a full year into sales now, into my sales job. I did a video talking about the only 5 credit cards you need, and I think you should check that out after this, because I talk about card categories. Yes, I give some examples of what I mean, but when I think about that, like everyday card, like one that you don't have to think about, you can just use it. Out of all the cards I've ever had, y'all, I've had 110 cards in my lifetime. Yes, exactly. I would never think to pull out an American Express if I'm just trying to be mindless about my spend. Like, it's just not going to happen. Sure, you could say, like, pull out your Blue Business Plus, but I'm not doing that. My Blue Business Plus, I'd have to blow dust off that bad boy unless there's a good Amex offer. So, check out this video. I did just drop it at 2:03, which reminds me, we are late. Okay, my last thing that I have, and Phillip, I don't know if you have anything, is time to value is crazy with American Express. Here's what I mean. Not only do you sign up for the card, you got to go through 17 internet browsers before you find the offer you're looking for. Once that card arrives, right, if you don't get the card number and all that fun stuff as part of that, you then have to enroll in the perks. You can't just get the card, rip it out of the envelope, and hit the streets. Like, you got to enroll in benefits. You got to enroll in perks before you make charges, because if not, you ain't get no credit. You're not getting no credit. And then also, Amex, the marketing, they have people running around town doing all sorts of shit, like going to Lulu, going to Saks. Like, yo, people didn't even know what Saks was before they added it to the card in like
That's right.
2020. Like, I didn't know what Saks was. I'm in my early 30s, so maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm only speaking for people my age, but I definitely didn't know what Saks was until I had a platinum card. So the time to value is crazy.
Saks on my way into work in DC. So
okay, all right. So you were familiar with Saks,
yeah,
but just seriously, like crazy though.
This is actually a Lulu. I got a hoodie because of Uncle Luke. Which actually, this is crazy. So this is a merino wool hoodie, which is like really, really good for like heat retention and stuff. But it was originally $197, but it was on sale for $100, and I used the $75 credit. So $200 hoodie, got it for $75 or $25 for myself, basically.
Okay. Yeah. And I'm sure maybe you stacked it with Rakuten. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Yeah, absolutely,
I don't know. I'm just saying. Okay. Cool. Let's see if we forgot anything. Do you have anything else on your list? And thank you for even putting together that list, because
yeah, really definitely. I don't think that I have anything else on my list, but but yeah.
All right. So we gave you at least 10 things that American Express is doing wrong. And that by no means that we don't like American Express. Right. We love it. If you probably look at most of my videos, I'm sure there's an American Express element in most of them, except for the only 5 cards you need. But I still love it. Like, I'm still willing to pay them $5,000 out of, you hear all those cards? Out of all that, y'all. So absolutely love them. And people are putting the credit card emoji. Phil, they want us to do everything right with American Express video.
All right. I guess that's what we're doing next.
All right. Sounds good to me. Okay.
I love how American Express does referral bonuses.
I don't get referrals, so I don't. No, I'm just kidding.
No, so it's 100,000 points per card.
Okay. I like it, but if you don't get a referral, it's a 0.
That's true, yeah.
But I did get a couple of referrals, so I appreciate that. I'm just throwing some funnies out there. But I actually, for a while, from 2018 to like 2023, I had my referrals taken away. I was maxing out for a while in that time period. There's lots of different ways to max out your referrals, even without a YouTube channel. And I got my referrals taken away for a while. So shout out to Amex. I appreciate you giving me a strike too, because I'm a softball player, y'all. So I appreciate a strike too. Boxer, I want to clarify. So no, back in the day, this was, I don't know when the change happened, but the American Express Platinum card by Charles Schwab used to offer a 1.2% cash out rate. So one membership rewards point became $1.25. That is when I maxed out my IRA for 2 years in a row, utilizing my membership rewards points. That today is 1.1, I believe, if you have that same card. The investor card, I don't know anything about it. So I don't know.
It's just 1.5 cash back.
Okay. So no, I wouldn't have been able to do that. I don't use cashback cards too often. All right. And what am I missing, Phillip? Did we hit everything? I'm going through these comments.
There was one really solid comment from, let's see if I can find a coworker. Being able to use outside the country. I think we talked about that already.
We did.
Yeah. But yeah, back to what you were saying about Discover. It's weird because so in Claremont, which is a little bit outside of Orlando where I live, there's a bunch of restaurants that don't take Amex. And then there's actually a theater that doesn't take Amex, but they do take Discover. So it's like, it's weird. It's like around me, Discover is actually accepted more than American Express is, which is wild.
Yeah, that is crazy. That is wild. I'm trying to think, like when I go to like certain restaurants and stuff, like they will not accept American Express. It's wild to me because they'll then accept a Visa's Infinite card, because I imagine the fees on those cards are probably equivalent, pretty if similar. Not maybe even more. So that always just gets me chuckling, but that's crazy that they accept Discover before Amex. Pop-up jail sucks. Oh, we didn't even put pop-up jail.
No, we didn't.
I didn't even put that on the list. I forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot about that.
It's the reason I don't have a Brilliant right now.
Yeah. And remember though, like Pop-up Jail and Mike Newland, so good to see you.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
Pop-up Jail's not on every card. Just because you get that on one application, does like maybe you try a different lineup of cards, like try some of the co-brands or try, switch it to the core lineup there. So Pop-up Jail is not universal across Amex.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Okay, your Gunna Divers core lineup is Bank of American City. Okay.
Honestly, I my everyday spend, like I took my wife to, so our anniversary is on December 28th, and I took her to Fleming's, and yeah, and I actually used my City Strata Premier instead of my gold card because I was like, I'd rather have 3x AA miles right now than 4x Amex.
Yep. So that card's in my wallet. I don't keep that many cards in my wallet, but yeah, the City Strata Premier is definitely one of those.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead.
Belroy. They're nice.
Okay, it looks thin.
Yeah, it's really thin. It only holds like 8 cards, I think. But yeah.
Okay, only that's a lot. See, we crazy, y'all. We are we are not well in the head. Like, it only holds 8 cards. Okay, that's a lot. Okay, let me go ahead and grab Chad's video link because if you want to join that, it is 2:10 Eastern. Chad, I'm so sorry for creeping in on that, but go ahead and join Chad's live stream. Phillip, any closing thoughts, or we can just hang out too. I want folks to, if they're interested in going to Chad, that they can do that.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, thanks so much for being here. This is like one of my favorite parts of being on YouTube is being able to do lives where you get to interact with the people, because this community is so awesome. Like, they're so just authentic. They're so, great about sharing their opinions. Like, it's not just, I think this, and if you think something else, you're wrong, right? It's, I think this, here's what I'm doing with it, and maybe this can help you thing. And I love that basic approach. It's like, everybody's been incredible. So again, thanks so much for letting me be a member of this community. Thanks so much for ongoing support of all the lives. Thanks so much for being members and the super chats and everything too. You guys are awesome. And I think you are muted again. Sorry.
I just gave you so many compliments on mute. I was just saying, very well said. And just so articulate. I watch so many YouTube videos throughout the day, and some people just stand out because of the way that they're able to communicate, the way that they put words together. But Phillip, when you say stuff like, I genuinely feel it, I genuinely mean it, and I'm not throwing shade at anyone else. I know you mean that. And
thank you. I appreciate that. And same thing for you too. Like, I love how when you're talking about stuff, like, I know that you're talking about stuff because you've lived it. You have the cards, you've done the travel. Like, you have such a unique angle of experience that's just so important for this space. So thanks so much for everything you've done too.
Thank you. Wow, very humbling. Thank you. I'm gonna go back to these super chats and members as well. Jimmy Duff, again, $4.99 super chat, very, very kind. Thank you, Jimmy. DWH702, thank you for becoming a channel member at roughly 10 days into my membership. So thank you. There is some content that is only going to remain members only for at least 1 year. So I'm going to guarantee you that that's going to be in the membership for 365 days. And if it doesn't exist when it launches, it launches. So it is what it is. So join the membership. We got some other people still coming in. Phil, do you want to stay around? You want to close this out?
Yeah. Okay. As long as we're not going to, because it's not that far of a drive from Chad to here. So I don't want him to get upset with me. So.
All right, let's go ahead and close this out. For the 50 to 75 people that we had here today, thank you so much for your time on a Saturday, especially when there's college football, there's NFL, there's hockey, there's all these things. Greatly appreciate you chose to watch something that hopefully, was entertaining as well. But maybe you learned something, right? Maybe you didn't know some of these things that we talk about. Maybe you didn't know that there's limits on spend on American Express cards. But next time Phillip and I get together, we'll talk about everything American Express does right. And so thankful for everybody. And thank you for making me be better as well. So Phillip, to you and to everyone here. So I don't want to disappoint anybody. Bye for now.
Bye.